Rabbit on a craftmatic. I am so addict. I am so high like a addict. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Middle finger up to my competition. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. 2 Chainz got your girl on the silly, and when I get off the silly, I made her meet at the telly. When she meet at the telly, I put it straight in her belly. When it going up.
You're on the Virtual Entertainment Programming Network. tvepn.com. Live from TVEPN Studios, The Slam Show. And now, your host, Slam.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of The Slam Show. Yes, I am the brain trust that makes this all happen every Monday night, 8 o'clock Pacific time, 11 o'clock on the East Coast, and around noonish in the Philippines. Welcome everyone. As I always do, I like to have my main co-hosting staff introduce themselves.
I'm Lady Sage.
Bad Karma.
DJ Stallion.
And we have our guest co-hosts. Go ahead. Let's see who could rush to the mic the fastest. Go.
DJ Pete Fonseca.
Speedy Pete, Pistol Pete, right?
Speedy Pete.
This is Benny Mac.
Benny Mac. And our special guest in the house, recording artist, Holly Stell.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think that, oh man, we got a nice studio audience here. That clap was for all of us, I hope, not just for Holly,
yeah.
Because that is kind of, yes, we got to make it even for everyone. Once again, welcome to another edition, and gosh, I really am excited about this particular episode because we got a lot of brain power. It's the theme on this show because we have our resident guest co-host, Pistol Pete. I'm going to call you Pistol Pete. I know you said over and over again, don't use pistol, but it just sounds so natural.
Yeah, I know.
And I have to go with it.
But there's already a Pistol Pete out there.
Yeah, but you're the only one I believe in.
Yeah, Pete Maravich does in the Hall of Fame.
Right?
So
You're a legend in my mind.
he can have it.
I thought it was a porn star.
Pete.
Should be.
It's all good. It's all good. And Benny Mac, it's been a while since you've been on the show.
Has been a minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you been up to?
You know, working mostly. You
Right.
know? Trying to carve my way out in the restaurant business. Pretty much been taking all my time these last couple of years.
Literally carve it, huh?
Literally carving, yep.
Right
stone
on.
by stone, brick by brick. That's how it goes, man.
Well, we're going to get into a lot of what's going on with you. That's for sure, as well as Mr. Fonseca later on in the program. But let's go ahead and kick off our recap of this past week. This past Wednesday, as usual, Hub Night over at Panetta's. On Friday, we had dual Slam Show events with Wild Idol over in Byron. I was there rocking house, and Hamachi with DJ Stallion in Walnut Creek. Good nights. I had a pretty good showing over at Wild Idol. I know it was kind of weird over in Walnut Creek because everyone's out on vacation for 4th of July.
The whole creek was like a ghost town. The week prior when I did it, it was like 80 people in there. It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
the whole Walnut Creek was just like silent. It was like all the parking spaces were open everywhere I went. You crossed the street, all down the line where people park. It was all opened up.
Benny, that's how it is.
That is how it is in the business. I mean,
Hamachi's?
we're well, I'm over in San Rafael, over in Marin, are the restaurants that I work at, and basically the night before 4th of July was like a Friday night. Like Wednesday night, everybody was cracking. 4th of July hits, holiday weekend, everyone's out of town, heat wave. I mean, everybody was slow. everybody was so across the whole Bay Area.
Yeah.
But just kind of how it goes.
What can you do?
Nothing.
You can't have freaking New Kids on the Block be at all these places.
I don't know if that would have helped. But
I think
that's
they
all
were
right.
in Vegas. New Kids on the Block was in Vegas.
No, they were in San Jose last night.
Oh, no. The
You guys
weekend.
follow
The weekend.
The weekend.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did their rounds. So Saturday there was a private event, and that turned out really well. It was kind of a interesting white party.
White theme party.
White theme party.
We don't want to be racist nowadays.
That's
What?
Can't
way,
have
way
that
too-
happen now.
That word's way,
We
way
never
too
do that
racist.
here.
Can't say white.
The whole white theme party over at Bravo's Bistro over in Pleasant Hill, that turned out well. Props out to Janine, happy birthday, and the rest of her family and friends. Really good time.
Yes.
And on Sunday, we had a great birthday event over at Stallion's headquarters. And much props, brother, for putting together all the good food,
Yeah.
baby back ribs,
Birthday.
and all
Yeah,
that
happy
good stuff.
Chicken, corn.
Yeah, the two individuals on your left never showed up. They need to come up with something right
I
now
don't know what they were doing.
No, I was over what's that?
with Rob.
Rockaway Beach in Pacifica.
Okay.
I was DJing an 80th birthday party
All right.
over there.
What's that like?
So it was boring. Boring
Yeah.
as hell.
What, you played a Cocoon soundtrack?
Oh,
Been at his
wow.
house, man. You know.
You play Tom Jones?
It was just
They would've broke them hips.
Motown and classic rock. Guy was an old sailor. Guy was kind of cool actually.
Okay.
Did you play a Pie Pie soundtrack?
That's too
Old
much.
Sailor.
That's too much. But yeah, overall, it was fun. It was fun, and props out to Perfect Town for coming out, and obviously the family
Mhm.
and so forth. So it was all good.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's touch base with a few individuals. Holly, how was your
Yeah.
past week?
It was really cool. I was actually recording in LA, so one of my favorite places to be. And it was just awesome to be in the studio for long amounts of time, writing music and just creating new sounds. It was dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
that's the life of recording artists. You're in there for freaking days on end.
Yeah,
Right when the sun comes up, it's coming up again.
yeah. You learn to love it, though. I mean, like, I can understand for someone who had no musical background to feel like it'd be weird to, like, be in a studio for, like, 10 or 11 hours. But
Right.
for people who love music, it's, like, their favorite place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the recording studios. Like what Tupac said, he made albums in consecutive nights.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of your passion and your love.
He's
Yeah.
still doing it, too.
Somewhere, that's for sure. So Benny, how was yours?
Mine was all right. I mean, mostly work. It's like you said, like being in the studio. Get up early, open up, close late at night. Maybe go get a cocktail or something late night. But I actually got to leave a little bit earlier because it was so slow. So I actually had a pretty good time. Have some friends visiting me from out of town.
Okay,
Steve, I know you're out there. What's up, brother?
there you go, Steve.
Yep.
Right on. Pistol.
Yo.
Yeah, how was besides doing the
Oh, I had 3 gigs this weekend.
damn
It's crazy.
Mr. Full Plate,
I'm like, it's my day off, so.
and that's why you said, Sam, can I come on? Can I please come on?
This guy, because I got some bad news today. My roommate gave her 30-day notice, so.
Oh, really?
Moving with
So
her
you
now.
just why is all the people here? You
Got
gonna tell
nowhere
me
to
you're gonna be
go.
homeless? I mean, it's-
Be homeless. Man. Living in a cardboard
He's
box.
throwing a guilt trip on you, Karma. He's like, you're my savior.
He'll make you
oh,
dinner.
God, too bad I hate people.
That's true, though.
Been
He
on
does.
Craigslist all day.
Really? Did
Yeah.
you find somebody?
Eh,
Craigslist killer?
there's like 3 places, 3 nice places, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, wish you the
Yeah,
best of
hold on
luck.
with that.
I
Basement.
wish you the best of luck.
What about
Oh,
you?
brother.
I'm comfortable where I'm at.
All right, coming up this week, Wednesday, we have our monthly volunteer over at the food bank with the entire crew. And Hamachi's, I'll be there this week over in Walnut Creek. And we're actually going to take a little vacation out in the campgrounds of an undisclosed area. We can't. Yeah, what are you
You
laughing
better
for?
tell somebody where you're at because you get lost or you missing. We can't find you.
Okay.
You have to like at least Google.
No, we're not telling anybody.
So if you don't show up next Monday, well,
No, we're not telling anybody.
if you come missing, no one's gonna know where you're at.
Oh, he's having that
Why
heart.
does it sound like we're gonna get kidnapped out there out in the woods when we're gonna be with family? What is this
Blair Witch, Friday the
craziness?
13th. What else is out in the moon?
He's true Filipino there, Sage.
Sounds like your parents.
I know.
I might have to
Parents
show up with
said,
a...
when his parents was when I was gonna take him home to Colorado. Oh, he's gonna get kidnapped. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're in a another world then or country, and he's gonna get kidnapped.
It's crazy,
Hey,
isn't
DJ
it?
Pete, I think we got a plan coming up. I got you a new house coming really soon.
Right. I like this.
Not this weekend. I know what you guys are talking about.
You guys are too much. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break and be back with our first segment of sports entertainment here on The Slam Show. Stay tuned.
Here we go! Business cards. Flyers. Graphic design. Marketing and advertising. Visit us at www.baymanda.com or give us a call at 650-571-5100. Baymanda offers 5,000 UV-coated club flyers starting at just $99.99. Place your orders today for rock-bottom prices at baymanda.com.
And now you know who's best.
If your child is not breathing, roll them onto their back. Check airway is not blocked. Gently tilt head back, hold nose and breathe twice into mouth. Place heel of hand in center of chest and push down 15 times. Repeat breathing and chest massage until help arrives. If your child is
You know how to help your child if they've stopped breathing. But do you know how to help them if they have a drug problem? Visit drugfree.org for information, help, and advice. This message brought to you by the partnership at drugfree.org.
Quality never goes out of style. And the quality of the Paul Frederick White Pinpoint Oxford dress shirt at just $19.95 will make it the staple of your wardrobe. This special introductory offer won't last forever, so act now to get the quality, comfort, and style you can only get from the Paul Frederick White Pinpoint Oxford dress shirt. Order today and receive free monogramming, a $9.75 value. Go to 1995shirt.com and enter promo code COLLAR. That's 1995shirt.com promo code COLLAR.
This season, take tailgating to the next level with Mr. and Mrs. T mixers. Hand off some Bloody Mary mix in original, bold, and spicy and premium blend varieties, delivering true made-from-scratch taste with game day convenience. Mr. and Mrs. T mixers promise perfect cocktails, even if the season isn't.
Goodyear presents awkward conversations between guys in cars.
So you admit you have tire amnesia?
Yes, I have tire amnesia. Aha. I do not remember what brand of tire I happen to have on my own car.
It's like you don't care.
Dude,
see, thing is, experts, people who really put their tires to the test like NASCAR, they don't have tire amnesia.
But I'm not an expert.
Because NASCAR prefers Goodyear tires.
I'm not an expert.
Oh, and the first tires on the moon, Goodyear's, chosen by NASA. Heard of NASA?
Yes, will it make you happy if we pull over and see what kind of tires I have?
You don't have to. These Chevy Volts all come with Goodyear Fuel Max tires. They can help you save gas.
Wow, I have Goodyears?
Oh, so now you care.
Yes, I care. I care.
Goodyear, more driven. Receive up to $160 off with mail-in rebate when you buy 4 select Goodyear tires with your Goodyear credit card. Goodyear credit card purchases subject to credit approval. Certain conditions and restrictions apply. See retailer for complete details. Goodyear, official tire of NASCAR. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing Incorporated.
I twittered all that stuff about that guy in the moment, you know? I never thought it'd be right there when you Googled him. I mean, it makes him look like, you know? Oh, I actually became a customer of his before he closed. Oh, man, the internet. You got to stay on top of that thing.
On the internet, everyone is entitled to their opinion, even this guy. That's why there's Reputation.com. Reputation.com understands that negative material about you online, no matter how untrue, can impact your reputation and your business. And you may never know the extent of the damage. Reputation.com helps you control how you look when people search you, managing reviews of your business, and pushing down misleading and malicious search results. Act now and get a free reputation assessment conducted by our expert advisors. Call us now at 800-283-1144. That's 800-283-1144. Or go to Reputation.com.
My name is Rania. As a little girl, I was told stories about witches, monsters, and the power of their evil. But then things changed. As I matured, I learned to harness and embrace that same energy for good. I guess I became what I was told to fear. I became a witch. And while I learned that not all monsters are to be feared, I know that there is a darkness, an evil waiting to devour us. I will use my everything to destroy it. And I'm not alone. I'm joined by Jenna, a vampirist gangbanger, and Jessica, a green-maned werewolf. We are the monsters breathing fear into the nightmare of every demon. We are the Shadow Hunters.
Follow the horror action comic book series Shadowhunters at scatteredcomics.com. Like us on Facebook for updates of the Shadowhunters live action movie.
Are you sick and tired of flies ruining your afternoon festivities? Well, look no further. Bug Assault's patented fly killing technology is a safe, simple, and effective way to vanquish these pesky creatures. Not only are flies notoriously dirty, they're fast. Its 3-foot range of use gives you the element of surprise over even the most adroit pests. With this innovative salt-powered device, you can keep pests at bay and enjoy your day. It's really simple. Fill it with ordinary table salt, then just pump, click, and hit. Because Bug Assault fires tiny granules of salt, there is absolutely no mess, making cleanup a cinch. Forget those inorganic sprays and rid your yard of unsightly traps. Bug Assault is a non-toxic and amusing alternative to traditional methods of insect eradication. It is perfect for barbecues, restaurants, warehouses, and households. We are so confident in the quality of our product that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take your freedom back. Order today.
Welcome back to the Slam Show. This is the sports and entertainment segment sponsored by, before mentioned, Bug Assault and Davino's. Who do we need to give a shout out to?
Anna and Aldo out there in the Pleasant Hill location next to the Kenders.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Davino's, for hooking up some good-ass pizza for this evening. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Benny, it's been a while. You are our baseball Major League insider for the Slam Show, and let's jump into your role as far as being able to give us the greatest insights on Giants baseball and so forth, because you are a season ticket holder and dedicated on just finding out what the hell is going on with the world champions. Break it down.
Well, I mean, it's not a lot going on currently, but you know, they got some injuries. They're battling a little bit. I think you know, if you're gonna be a good team, you have to be firing on all cylinders. You gotta have good starting pitching. You have to have a good bullpen. You gotta hit. You gotta play D. You gotta do all the little things. I think we started out the season pretty well on everything except for our starting pitching, and then I think as that goes, that kind of taxes the bullpen. I mean, I think probably the first 2 months of the season we were leading the National League in hitting. I mean,
That's
we were
right.
scoring runs. We were playing defense. Our bullpen was perfect, but I mean, our starters were not throwing enough innings, giving up home runs. I think really was the big problem.
Right.
Not hitting their spots, giving up bombs, and then taxing our bullpen. Then your bullpen gets tired. We've been on a few weeks where our starters have been pretty good, and you get some injuries, affects the offense. I mean, we're just not on all cylinders right now. I mean, I still think it's all right there.
Right.
But I think that we've got to get some guys back, kind of get everything together. I think, you know, when you win the World Series 2 out of the last 3 years, you play a lot of extra games, you throw a lot of extra, like, high-stress innings, especially coming back from the Red Series and the Cardinal Series and all those things that we did. People don't often talk about sort of the wear and tear that it's going to be on our starters.
Absolutely.
Getting started on the next year. And I think that they're really feeling it. I think that they're young guys that have never thrown that many innings before. And I think you could tell, you know.
Yeah. Pete, would you concur?
Yeah, Giants pretty much suck right now. They can't hit. You know?
There you go. It's just that simple.
It's that simple, really. You just can't do that to your pitching staff. Expect them to work that hard, and you know, you gotta hit. That's it.
Well, I think Brian Sabian will have something up his sleeve.
There's nothing out there. I don't think there's anybody out there the Giants are really looking at.
I mean, I
think they're
agree,
going to pretty much, deep inside, they know they're not going to. I mean, they have a chance. There's only like 2 games that separate all 4 teams.
That's right.
So
they're in the weakest division.
Anything can happen in that division, but I think the Dodgers are going to take it.
Really?
Yep.
Already? Just like giving up hope?
They just picked up a great pitcher, Ricky Nolasco.
They beat us to him.
Puig and Hanley Ramirez. That guy is on fire. I mean, he's doing what Puig is doing right now. I mean,
Yeah, the numbers are almost the same.
Yeah, they're,
I mean,
they're trying to push Puig into the All-Star game.
I can't say anything nice about the Dodgers, but he's right. They're playing well.
I hate them.
And the Giants, that was about the only thing we were going to try to do was get Nolasco.
Right.
And he would have fell right into our starting rotation, whereas the Dodgers, I think sometimes they do things out of spite a little bit, and he's going to wind up pitching out of their bullpen. Like, he won't even break into their rotation. So he would have been a much bigger piece for us than he's going to wind up being for them. Nah. So, but I don't know that that anybody else is out there. I mean, I think we're just going to ride with it.
So what's your guys' prediction at the end of the season?
Giants, as far as where they finish?
Yeah. Realistically.
Last place.
Yeah, so I wouldn't go that far. They're still the Padres. They're still battling. And I think that the Dodgers are a lot of hype. They still have to come together and do what they're doing.
There you go.
They're pitching well. And I think Arizona, I'm afraid of Arizona more than I am.
Well, they're good.
The
Dodgers, and they're in first
but,
place currently. So.
But the Giants are sneaky. You know, let them get hot. Let them get going on all cylinders. And, you know, it's not how you're playing now. It's how you're playing in 2 months. You know, so we'll see how it goes. And we're tested. We've played tough in the playoffs. We played tough in high-stress games. So, you know, I'm a homer, clearly. but, you know, give us 6 weeks and let us see if we can't battle out of it. But we're probably third best team in the division right now.
Gotcha.
So we'll figure it out.
Gotcha. Karma, you concur?
No, Colorado's going to take the division.
Oh.
As long as Tulowitzki and Cargo stay healthy, they've always been a better team than the
Giants.
Giants.
Not. They're both hurt right now.
Yeah.
Well, as long as they come back healthy, they'll be fine. Because they're still. I mean, remember they picked up Michael Kadire, and he's leading the league right now. I mean, or he's second in the league. I mean, with Hanley Ramirez, you just got to look at he's going to have an attitude problem. Kemp hasn't come back for the Dodgers. The big thing with the Dodgers is that they're just pieced together. I never liked teams that were pieced together with a bunch of free agents. You look at Toronto. Remember, look at all the great Mark Burley and Jose Reyes, and what have they done? You know, my Red Sox are on the top of that division right now. So, I mean, the Giants, they're close. But the problem with them is they have to skip, 5 teams to get back on top. That's going to be a tough deal for them.
But it doesn't separate. There's not much separating those teams.
There's not, but the whole thing is, and the good thing is with that unbalanced schedule, you can catch up.
Yep.
But the biggest thing actually this year, it's kind of weird, is that the schedules are not you have in the old days, you had between April to, July, that you had all those interleague games, and then you just, at the end, you started pumping all the division games.
Right.
So, whoever got hot was usually the team that's going to take the division. You don't have that anymore. You're playing from, tip to tail. You're playing all the interleague games. So your schedule is kind of really weird, or where you're flying around. And I think you guys said it the best. I mean, the Giants with their injuries, it's just everybody, they're just trying to piece everything together.
And Pablo Sandoval being too fat.
It didn't. He was still the same size last year.
Yeah, I mean, everybody
He's been
was
hurt a couple times too.
Yeah.
Everybody was set up in that batting order. Everybody's set up to do their job.
Right.
Fortunately, when one guy goes down, you don't have another guy to go in that batting order to take over for him. So you have to. You're piecemealing everything together. So
okay. So right now you're saying Colorado.
I think Colorado takes it.
And Pete.
Dodgers.
I'm saying Giants. I'm
there
on
you
the
go.
air right now. I'm not. There's too many people listening. Giants, brother. That's it.
And it sucks too, because I'm a Giants fan. I hate the Dodgers, but
we'll see what happens, because Pete here, he actually predicted the World Series matchup and winner from last year.
Nice.
He was freaking Nostradamus, dude. I couldn't believe it.
That was a stretch. You would have made a lot of money. I mean,
yeah, I know, right?
You wouldn't have to DJ on freaking Sundays.
Yeah, no more 3 gigs a week. a little,
6 G's a minute.
Excellent insight, guys. And I'll concur with you to a certain degree, but I believe the Giants are going to be able to finish out and take over first place.
Had a kid.
Wow.
Exactly. Yep. That's what I'm believing.
I mean, how many games we got left?
About 80.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, last year at the same time, they were a couple games
They're
off.
They were battling
games
last
below
year.
500 right now. In order to make that up, that's going to take 2 weeks to make that up.
And that's nothing.
And right now they're just falling and falling.
Come on, man.
falling
Playing possum
into a bigger hole. They're just lucky that the West is not that great.
Yeah, and that's the salvaging piece right now. It's a very weak division. So we'll see what happens. All right, moving on to our next topic, and this is the talk of the town, UFC 162 with the crazy knockout by Chris Weidman over Anderson Silva after the whole time, even on the weigh-ins, taunting Chris and just straight up making him look like a fool. in and outside the ring, and as you can tell on the video, yes, that is a real knockout. There's some conspiracy going around on the internet. Oh, he took it just for the money and he fell on purpose. Man, there was a lot of individuals that were saying that Chris Weidman was going to beat Anderson Silva straight up. You guys see this fight?
Yep, watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, Silva was taunting him the whole time at the beginning of the fight. When they went to go shake hands, he didn't do it. He just bowed.
Yeah.
And then the whole fight, he kept on doing the whole Muhammad Ali thing. And then he would tell him where to hit him. Like Mr. Miyagi, he would be like, hit me in my leg. Hit me in this over here. And he was like, come on, hit me here. And he was putting his hands down, and he was like going like this. And then he would punch him, and he would move out the way. Punch him again, he would move out the way. And he kept doing that for the whole first round, just fucking with him. And then when he hit him, he faked like he was hurt. And then he leaned back, and then he hit him again.
Right on the chin.
And then he just kind of went down lightly, and then the ref stepped over him, and Silva grabbed the ref's leg and said, I'm okay.
Yeah, right there. Right there, that's the part where he's grabbing his leg.
Yeah, and it was really weird. He goes, I'm okay. So, and then he just gets up, he sits up, and he goes, I'm fine. So it was like he passed the torch to him, because immediately after the fight, during the interviews, he says, this is it. It's his. He's the man now. He's the best in the world. And just giving this guy props, like he's been fighting the best forever. And so it's like, I'm not going to take the rematch with him. I do have 10 fights left in the UFC, and I'm just going to do that. I don't want the title belt no more. I'm tired. 17, wins in a row.
Yeah, I mean, the last time he lost the title was what, 7 years ago or something like
17 fights.
Yeah, see,
and I
so
think that's his first one in the UFC.
I don't know. And just after he was taunting at the beginning, and right after the bout, just being very congratulatory, was kind of weird, because you would think he would still be arrogant and say, "Well, I want a rematch" and stuff like that. So it was. I don't know. I couldn't really put my finger on it.
And it's funny because all his past fights, when he wins, he speaks Portuguese.
Yeah.
He has a translator. This time he's the English the whole time.
Yeah.
It was a trip.
And no Steven Seagal.
No, Seagal was in the crowd, and Usher was in the front row.
Usher.
But usually, he walks out with Seagal in the front.
Right.
Because Seagal's the one that taught him that front kick, and 3 other fighters that same kick that knocked people out. And that's the first time Seagal didn't walk out to the ring with him. And then the crazy shit happened. So
yeah.
I don't know, but he also passed the torch. It looked like he was wanting to get knocked out. He was putting his hands down the whole time, and he was just like, hit me, hit me, hit me. So he wanted to get hit.
Right.
And he could hit him. He goes, hit me harder. No, you got to hit me here. Now hit me here. And then the guy would do it. So it was just like he wanted to get knocked the fuck out. I think he just wanted to end it, pass the torch, and take a rest.
What do you guys think? Anyone wants to chime on this?
Well, if you're a fighter and your heart's into it, you shouldn't just give it up. So I guess it is fixed, and it is for the money. I mean, regardless, he got paid, right?
That's true.
There it is.
I mean, I don't think it's fixed, although anytime you're dealing with millions of dollars in human beings, there's always a fix. I mean, there's just no way around it.
Exactly.
But I think I'm a don't talk about it, be about it. And if you're running your mouth that much, and it's like, who you're trying to convince, me or you? It's like I think he was scared. I really do. I think the writing was on the wall. I think people knew, and this wasn't a shock. I mean, I don't know. Maybe getting knocked out in that fashion was a shock, but he
knew. I mean, he set it up to get knocked out. He wasn't even surprised. Some champions get knocked out, and they're like, "What happened? What did I do?" He wasn't. He just knew. He sat up. I'm okay. He knew what he was doing.
It's wild.
He gave him many opportunities throughout the whole fight to punch him.
Yeah.
He had his hands down the whole time. He was dodging. It was crazy. And he was dancing, and he would do a little snake move, and then he would be like, oop, and then he would a little Michael Jackson move, and then he would say, kick me in the leg.
So think about that. Yeah. Do you think that's a little bit telegraphing that, hey, I am going to set something up for this guy? It was just really weird.
Yeah,
really weird.
He passed him the torch. Because he already had the plan when he lost. He already had the speech. He was like, he's the best in the world. He's the champion. I'm not doing a rematch.
Right.
Usually when a guy loses, he's confused and he has excuses. He was just like, he's the best in the world.
So did you feel that you wasted your money buying the fight?
No, because Munoz, the Filipino dude.
From Vallejo.
Yeah, came out to tell me when to go, E40. That dude is crazy. He lost 70 pounds since the last time. Cause the guy who beat Silva doesn't want to beat Munoz. He's hurt him. Put him out for a year.
Right.
He lost 70 pounds, came back. So now he was saying to Dana White, I want the rematch. But Dana White's let Silva go home and think about it, so he can take the rematch, because he gets the first rematch regardless.
Gotcha. Karma, you see a fight?
No, I didn't see the fight, but I've read about it, and I saw that little highlight. I mean, if you're going to pass the torch and you're going to fix a fight, I mean, especially in
it
the
seems
UFC,
like it's all the above.
Well, I mean, if it's going to be the UFC kind of thing, I mean, why would you take a punch? Why wouldn't you just get your ass on the ground and get chokehold? Triangle choke.
Right.
Why wouldn't you just submit? Why hurt yourself? Why take the chance of hurting
It
yourself?
didn't hurt him though.
I mean, it's one of those things where I mean, unless the ref was in on it too,
Yeah.
and then Silva was in, and then also
Everyone was in it.
Exactly, unless you have the whole thing going on. But if you looked at Silva's old fights, he's a taunter. He always thought he was the best. Remember in Sonnen, he was beating the shit out of Sonnen.
Mm-hmm.
Sonnen was beating the shit out of him, and then he got in the very last minute, got him in that triangle choke. So I mean, it wasn't like at that time that Silva was just this untouchable guy. He has been in fights where he was pretty close to losing, and that's what UFC is all about.
Yeah.
Sometimes you taunt, you get that one punch that just stuns you right enough, and you just have punch hit your back. I mean.
Yeah, it's just that chin.
Yeah.
But it was funny though because the first hit he faked it. He
he faked it, and the guy came forward, and he kept
Right.
him forward. He
And then
probably
he-
was just too arrogant that he thought,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fake him into a hit. Gets a second shot right in the chin, the right spot. You know what happens? You go down.
You go down.
And all of a sudden, someone's on top of you. And the problem with the UFC, it's a great thing because you protect the guys. But on the other hand, it's like boxing. Guys just starting to throw blows, and he might be faking, he may not be.
Right.
But the minute the referee has to make that judgment, can this guy protect himself? Is he hurt? He doesn't know it.
He could have held off another 5 seconds because he grabbed the ref's leg. He's like, I'm cool. And
Yeah,
And
that
as far
was-
as ref knew, he's getting hurt.
Yeah.
He feels a guy grabbing on his leg. He's like, oh, he's trying to get some help here.
Yeah,
so he's going to call that fight.
Because when you start going into those punches where you're repetitively hitting a defenseless guy, it's like quite a bit of seconds are passing. It was just like a few punches, then the ref came in and called it. It was just a bit too fast.
It was, but I mean, what was that one? The guest we had that the most punches in 1 minute. I mean,
John Ozuna.
Yeah, I mean, he goes and sets the record. How many punches was that? How quick was that? You got to think about that. If you're talking about 5 minutes or 5 seconds even, how many punches can you get on a guy sitting? And all it takes is one to really do some real damage.
Yeah.
So they got to protect themselves. And I think the referee has to make that choice of, it's not really the hit that you see. It's how he falls.
Right.
It's how he reacts to the fall. And the guy's just going to come down, and he looks like he's going to take his full force in your face. Are you the ref that's going to say, you know what, I'm going to let that go and see what happens? How far can he put his head through the mat?
Yeah. We'll see how this plays out because it is kind of interesting and how Dana White's going to handle this whole thing because there is some controversy surrounding it. So we'll see how it goes.
Just to say real quick is that I think the best way is that Stallion said it best. If Silva decides to rematch it, we know that probably he got lucky punched. If it was somewhere where he doesn't want to rematch, you know what? I would say, yeah, there's a chance of it being fixed.
Well, he doesn't want the belt no more, but he still has to fight 10 more times. So
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
I just can't see the powers that be kind of letting the fix happen. I mean, the whole thing about this style of fight in the UFC, all that is credibility.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you start to lose your credibility. I mean, that's why they're kicking boxing's ass. That's why they're eliminating this because it's hand-to-hand combat. I mean, you start fucking with the credibility of stuff. I just think it's in the toilet.
But I still think
you
he gave it to me. He had 17 fights undefeated, and he's always fought a championship fight against badass.
Well, I'm not saying he wasn't tired, or
so he knew what he was doing.
Right.
I mean, this guy just came around in the last year or so, and he just said like, "Here."
Anybody ever heard of Buster Douglas before Tyson got knocked out?
Nope. Right. Exactly. Well, I think at the end of the day, it is what we want to be entertained. So whatever's going to make that happen, that's what.
There was good prelims too. I mean, this one guy beat this guy by kicking him the whole time. It's like he threw the first minute or round. It was like 28 kicks to the guy.
Wow.
And they had to stop the fight by kicks because the guy just chopped him down like a tree.
Interesting. All right, moving on to our next topic. Dwight Howard, the most sought-after free agent that people claim is sort of like a walking ring, i.e. LeBron James. He said F you to the Los Angeles Lakers and went straight to the Houston Rockets to join James Harden, formerly of the Thunder. And basically, this is, to me, I think he was kind of premature by leaving the Lakers after 1 year because I feel that that's his best shot for a title. You have Kobe on there. You have Steve Nash. You get everyone to gel, get everyone used to the game plan. I think it would have been a very good opportunity for him. For him to go to Houston and think that with James Harden and Jeremy Lin that they're going to bring a championship, No, I don't think so. I think the Lakers would have been a great opportunity. But from what I'm hearing is that Kobe was trying to preach to him during the meeting, saying, you know what, I'm a champion. I know how to be a champion. You're going to have to just stick with us, and I'll get you that ring. And basically, Dwight Howard was just sitting there like with a blank look on his face, like, I already made up my mind. I'm going to Houston, and no matter what you're saying, it doesn't freaking matter. And what's so funny is that Jim Parsons from Big Bang Theory, he made a YouTube video saying, come over to Houston. We need a big center. He's like a very like high IQ basketball guy. And Slim Thug, rapper from Houston, he said on Twitter, Dwight, come over here. I'll hook you up with the best strippers, blah, blah, blah. And he has freaking 5 kids with 5 different baby mamas. So, yeah, he's definitely having his plethora of choices now. So, Karma, what do you think? Do you think he just chickened out over in freaking L.A. to go into a smaller market, or what? What's the deal?
Actually, you know what? He took a little bit less money, but you think about it, when you're not
took
paying,
a lot less money.
Well, you're not paying California taxes, right? You save a lot of money on state tax.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the first things you go and say. Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, the whole thing, too, is now that Houston is now his team. He doesn't have to worry about Kobe. He doesn't have to worry about Pau Gasol. He doesn't have to worry about Steve Nash. I mean, think about those guys'
Jack
ages.
Nicholson.
Dude, I mean, how much time you got left? I mean, it's how much time do they have left? They
None.
didn't play that great. You know, and then you're looking at Miami, how great they are. Those, I would pick definitely Bosh, Wade, and LeBron James over Kobe, Pau Gasol, and even Dwight Howard.
Right.
I would.
Right.
You know, it's just, I think that he knows that the chances of a championship are pretty damn slim. So, you know what? Get your money.
But
run your own team. You know, and then they'll make his offense for him.
So he realizes he's not going to get a championship right now with Houston. He just wants to be able to say he's the man.
Well, Houston was in the playoffs. They did make a good run.
Right.
But, I mean, the whole thing is also, like I said, he doesn't
Golden
have to change,
State.
He doesn't have to change his way of playing. That's the whole thing. And plus, Golden State has Curry. They have Klay Thompson. They have
Harrison Barnes.
And not only that, but they also have, they have Harrison. Now they got Iguodala. And then the other thing is they had, Bogut. You know, it's like, what are they going to do with Bogut? I mean, they're going to trade him away. I mean, the whole thing with, I think the biggest thing is Houston is, it sounds like a small market team, but they've won championships in the past. They do have a kind of a history in the NBA.
Yeah, well, Akeem Olajuwon, remember
and
that?
Clyde Drexler.
Dwight
And Sam
reminds me
Cassell.
of
I mean, they had some really good teams back in Houston. So they have that following. I think, honestly, Dwight Howard's a guy that just does not want that attention to himself. Because he's going to have to take over after Kobe's gone. I don't think he's a guy that, if you go put the pressure on his back, I think he breaks.
Yeah,
I agree.
Look at him in Orlando.
Yeah, he was fine in Orlando because he was on a mediocre team. He just had a couple shooters, and that's it.
They did well. And then the minute that he got to the finals, all of a sudden it was like, hey, you're the guy. And all of a sudden he just folded.
Yep.
And then he started complaining about everything else. He's just not that guy.
He's a big kid.
Yeah.
What do you think, Benny?
And I agree with most of what they're saying. I mean, I think he's just not built for that market. I mean, you have every opportunity in front of you. If you want to be a badass, be a badass. But some people just don't have that makeup. And I feel like Kobe's such a strong personality, you know, and Kobe doesn't really deal with you not giving it 100% and not trying to be a badass.
Yeah, remember that whole thing where he was like nursing his shoulder, and Kobe was like, you're gonna have to fight through that, Dwight. And it's like, whoa, you're talking about someone's well-being. You don't even know how hurt he is, Kobe.
Back issues, you know.
Yeah.
And all that
How about
stuff.
the time when in the locker room he was cutting farts, and Kobe was like, "We're trying to be serious here and trying to win." He was cutting farts in the locker room.
Yeah, well, that's Dwight for you. He's a jokester.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
it's just personality-wise.
Age-wise, too, I mean, everyone in Houston, their core is a lot younger. You know, what's Dwight, 28 or something like that? And
yeah, he's not even in his real prime yet.
The whole Laker team is over age. I mean, they're gonna struggle again this year. They're gonna break down.
Geriatrics there, dude.
Well, you know, I like some of those guys, but they're gonna battle.
Yeah.
You know, so I think he did the right thing. Actually, he'll be happier. I do think the money works out better with the no taxes.
Right.
And he's got a fresh start. I mean, he's got a fresh start.
Too,
You know, he needed to get out of there. There's too much negativity for him in L.A. I think he did the right choice.
Too much Jack Nicholson.
Too much Jack Nicholson. Looking at him, that face, looking at him in the second row every time.
Exactly, right there, freaking The Shining and shit, just staring right at you.
Plastic face.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes because Houston, if he's thinking that there's gonna be a championship, say within a year or two, no, they're still a ways off.
The West is tough.
Way tough.
Yeah, it is tough, but you got to remember, like I said, in the NBA especially, in the NBA, players go where the other players are. That's how Miami all of a sudden became that great team. You know what I mean? Dwight goes to Houston. We still have a whole offseason to go. All of a sudden, you're going to see some other free agent go over there that's going to make, tip the tail. It's going to be something where, I want to play with Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Chris Paul all of a sudden just demands a trade to Houston.
Yeah.
It could be something like that just goes really weird, and it just changes everything.
I can't wait till we talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Woo! That's going to be something.
Does anybody want to come to the Warriors?
Warriors?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got a new stadium coming.
Yeah.
Well, we just got our guy, Iguodala.
Iguodala, yeah.
He's going to be that's a big piece, man.
Real big piece. He's the poor man's LeBron James. That's what I would call him.
He may have used him as a stepping stone. I think it was one of those things. Honestly, for the Warriors, it actually worked out better because Dwight Howard can't pass in the post. He's not going to work with David Lee. He's not going to work with Bogut.
Yeah.
Bogut can pass. You need a center that can pass or big guys that can pass out because you got some great three-point shooters. You know what I mean? That you don't want Dwight Howard on your team.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out overall, but it's interesting because Dwight Howard, I think he just chickened out at L.A. Boo! And Shaq was talking hella shit.
Shaq was giving it to him,
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on to our final topic. My boy, Colin Kaepernick, was caught wearing a Dolphins hat at the beach. This is the photo of the infamous incident that he Instagrammed.
He's at the beach.
Now, check this out.
With the Dolphins.
It is causing a huge stir because you're wearing another NFL's team's apparel. All right. Now, as a 49er fan, I get the diehards are saying, how could you? Because you have certain cross teams in sports wearing it, like LeBron James wearing a Yankees cap or jacket, vice versa. But within the same sport, you're wearing another competitor's team logo when you should be wearing yours. Maybe he's looking at to where it doesn't go with my fit. It needs a color match, that sort of thing. Guys, do you think...
But he's not wearing a shirt, right?
No.
Color match what?
The Dolphins in the sea.
The ocean's kind of blue.
Actually, the picture I saw...
he was holding the cap,
sagging,
right?
He's sagging.
Right.
He's got dolphin colored draws on.
Okay. So that makes sense.
That's the only thing. So he's got teal colored draws. He's got his Dolphins lid. I mean,
gotcha.
I don't know. I mean, ultimately, it's all the NFL, right? I mean, you work for the same company. Well, I'm a diehard guy. I'm an old school guy. But, the younger guys want to look tight, man. He's got money for the first time in his life.
So you're blaming youth for his indecisive freaking...
I bet he doesn't do it again. I mean, I don't know.
But we know that Kaepernick's kind of a catfisher anyways, right?
But
so he loves to see.
I think it's off-season he's allowed. But then again, if you, as a Niner fan, I wouldn't dare wear Dolphins just because it matches with my shoes or my eyes or whatever. It's just
maybe
weird.
sacking him out.
Well, just think about this, guys. Would you... If as a Niner fan, would you just want to wear a Raiders freaking apparel just because it matched your outfit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, look, I don't agree with it.
I'd rather slip the wrist.
But it's off season. He's on vacation.
How many basketball players wear Jordans?
Everyone.
Almost.
But Jordan's is an actual shoe. Not
it's
a
an
team.
actual brand. It's
But they got his little freaking thing on the side, his little logo. The Air Jordans.
But let's say the same thing. That's not the NBA. I mean, that's not a team.
Yeah. So getting back to the real dilly of this is that Jim Harbaugh back in 2000 when he was playing for the Chargers, he was being interviewed, and right when he's seen one of the reporters come up with a 49er outfit apparel, it was like, how dare you come to our facility with that outfit? I'm not answering any questions from you. So this is coming from Jim Harbaugh. I can imagine how the fuck he's feeling right about now about what Colin Kaepernick did.
Well, he was seen at the A's game wearing an A's hat.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Harbaugh. See that the other day?
Yeah, but that's baseball. It's not within the same organization.
Yeah, but Alex Smith. Remember, Alex Smith started with a San Diego hat. They changed him eventually to the San Francisco hat. So, but my thing is, it's not even about the San Francisco 49ers. It's not about the fans. I'm curious how the NFL is going to deal with this, because now you have a player who's under contract with a team in the same league, and now all of a sudden you're promoting the Dolphins.
Right,
You're promoting another team in the league.
Okay, so you're digging deeper into like maybe a contract clause
now all
where
of a sudden you're talking about the NFL is going to have to, Goodell's going to have to say, you know what? All of a sudden you're wearing other. I mean, it's great you're kind of promoting the NFL, but you're with that team. We promote you with that team when you're going to go watch NFL Red Zone.
Right.
You're supposed to be in the 49er outfit. All of a sudden you're hauling around with the Chargers hat. It's going to be something where
Are they in the same division?
No.
Okay, then that's okay.
Well, I mean, it's the league.
But they're rivals. They played in the Super Bowl together.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's how the NFL more than any other sport will control the players. So this is why I'm kind of curious to see if the NFL comes in and says, you know what?
As little as this is, isn't that that's crazy?
But that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's how the NFL acts. It's like, under contract, you should not be fraternizing with any other team.
I mean, I see it as a lack of intensity. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to see Patrick Willis running around in somebody else's hat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That guy's a murderer all the time, just a
Mhm.
savage all the time. And I think as a team, you expect all your teammates to have that same kind of mentality.
Right.
And to see you goofing around on the beach wearing somebody else's lid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it hurts. I think it shows where your head's at and how important and what's important. It's more important to match your draws than it is to, like, be down with your fellas.
That's what he was trying to do. He was
and
trying to match.
and
Yeah,
I think
well,
that's,
they get some red draws. Red and gold draws.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that easy.
Yeah, I think that's where the younger generation kind of looks at that criteria. How many times have you gone down to the mall and seen someone wearing some odd-ass outfit from a different college team or NFL team? It's like, dude, you're actually wearing a freaking ex-player that happens to be like a nobody, but it matches your fit. That's where their mindset is. So if we're looking at it from that standpoint, yeah, give Colin a pass because it was just more like a matching thing. But as a professional that's getting paid millions of dollars, that's everyone's banking on bringing their team to the Super Bowl because he can't go any lower than that. Expectations are high. He needs to set a standard, and unfortunately he slipped up. I'd rather have him slip up on this rather than doing something like an Aaron Hernandez thing any day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's funny because he responded on NFL.com. He said he owns over 400 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, that's
he owns every jersey, every hat, everything.
Yeah.
In the NFL and baseball and everything. So he's
he's just a straight up fan.
He's he has a collector.
Yeah, we don't want to knock that. It was just a bad decision.
Obsessive thing he does.
But I do agree with Karma that he's under contract with the Niners and he should be supporting them 100%, 110%.
Yep.
Not just 100%.
Well, not just supporting them, but just, okay, you know what? The Miami Marlins have the same exact color scheme. You can find something to match a teal and orange.
That's
okay? Because they have the same
Well,
exact
no,
thing.
just wear like San Jose Sharks. They're teal,
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this picture right here.
Well, put to you this way, guys. He will not make this mistake ever again. That's for sure.
He pretty much tempted everybody to say that he's going to do it. I mean, he doesn't care.
Is Joe Niner Empire in the chat room? Because I'm curious to hear what he thinks about this.
He hasn't responded yet, but I'm pretty sure he'll definitely be on the hard ass end.
He's burning the Kaepernick jersey right now. That's why he can't respond.
I just think it's because he was at the beach.
He's got gasoline on it right now.
Yeah.
He was at the beach. He just wanted to hit the
reason why I brought up the
theme.
Jim Harbaugh thing is because he drove one of the cars in the Giants parade. And so for him to wear an A's hat,
Yeah,
that's
but
kind of
like I said,
and Cap threw a pitch out too. So
like
The
I said,
bottom line
the biggest
is-
thing to me is it's a different sport.
Yeah. The bottom line is he's not going to do this ever again, and the Niner fans, the diehards, are just going to say, okay, well, just make it up by winning the Super Bowl. All is forgiven.
Damn.
That's a hell of a lot of pressure, but
Exactly.
he's
Damn.
put it
Good
upon
luck with
himself.
that.
And actually, there was an incident about 3 or 4 months ago where Alex Smith got a fine for wearing a Giants hat in a press interview.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I told you, NFL, the NFL is just like that.
Yeah.
That's how controlled they are.
Yeah. We'll
Tell
see
me
how
you're
this
gonna be
plays
cheering
out.
for Honey Badger when they take out Colin Kaepernick's knee this year.
Oh, my goodness. Benny, Arizona Cardinals fan right there.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
All right. That closes out the sports and entertainment segment. Right now, we're going to go on to our music break with the mix time with this week's DJ D Skies. We'll be right back with the exclusive interview with recording artist, singer Holly Stell. Everyone hang tight.
Girl, you know what it do. Girl, give it to me. I got something brand new. Girl, give it to me. I put it all on you. Girl, give it to me. Ooh, I got a gift for you. I got this for you. A little thick for you. A big kiss for you. I got a hit for you. Big for you. Let me give it to you. Baby. I got a car for you. I got a whip for you. Black car for you. Ball hard for you. I know you wanna get fancy. I know you wanna start dancing. Hey, girl, you know you're looking so damn fly. You're looking like you fell from the sky. Angel. You know you make a grown man cry. I wanna give it to you tonight and make everything you fantasize come true. Ooh, baby, make it so, so, so amazing. I give it to you.
You're like a needle in a haystack. I wanna sit you where my at. Lunch with a few Mai Tais. Purple kisses on my tie. Life can really but love. Now you getting this love. I'm looking for you with a flashlight. I wanna feel with a real fat. Like no injection. I learned my lesson. I'm walking like a talker, baby. This pedestrian running through your mind like Jackie Journer. Pop like, go give me a burner. Got shot like. This can be detrimental. T-shirt and panty, that's your credential. Your cotton candy, I need a fistful. I'm off the NC, hope that convince you.
Hey, girl, you know you're looking so damn fine. You're looking like you fell from the sky. Angel, you know you make a grown man cry. I wanna give it to you tonight and make everything you fantasize come true. Ooh, baby, I make it so, so, so amazing. I give it to you tonight and make everything you fantasize come true. Ooh, baby, I make it so, so, so amazing. I give it to you. Okay, KK.
Competition, but I gotta get mine, so scream my mo and let me hear ya holler. Not about that mighty dollar, roll with the bomb of the follow. Chain game remaining the same, flaming my jack and drinking brews. Think about that hanging, cutting my back and double with brews. It's the Douglas Ruggers ball. It's the Douglas Ruggers ball. It's the Douglas Ruggers ball. Where the off that Molly? Pop the Molly, I'm sweat. Where the off that Molly? Pop the Molly, I'm sweat.
I am looking for Molly. I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find Molly. Molly, 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 Molly.
Bands all of my dollars, I'm everywhere, it's poppin'. Can't fall in love, I got options. I'm high school, that's college. King Gold chains, that's Notre Dame. That green, yeah, I got it. I show up in the party, like where the fuck that Molly? OD, we're OGs. We don't with no police. I'm too fly to be low-key. Them 24-inch cold beats. All black, that's Jodeci. She give me pussy, that's Josie. Broken again, stop begging me, cause that's shit that I don't need. I'm swerving, I'm driving. Ain't got time to be tired. I'm super turned, don't try me. Killing your mind off of your body. They wanna flick, post with my posse. Got too much ish to worry about gossip. I'm on a bad trip.
And I can't seem to find Molly. Molly, 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 Molly,
It's the danger, here we are now. It's dangerous.
sell a mill, saying nothing on the track. I represent New York, I got it on my back. Say that we lost it, so I'ma bring it back. I love the dirty, dirty, cause show me love. The ladies start to bounce as soon as I hit the club. But in the Midwest, they love to take it slow. So when I hit the itch, I watch them get it on the floor. 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 This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot 'cause I'm fly. You ain't 'cause you not. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot 'cause I'm fly. You ain't 'cause you not. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. Till I die, I gotta stay. Till I die. Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman. That now why me crank that soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman. That now why me crank that soldier? 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 Now what?
Said our hustler's work is never through. We making it 'cause we make it move. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Hit the gin, then hit the drink. Pop a bar, buy the bar. Before I came through, I had to hit the bank. Always toss up shit too. You know that's what trippy niggas do. 30 goes to the VIP. Got you, it's spook. Still hood, now I can buy the hood. My bad, she good. Mob around all through the town. I wish one of you hate would. Life of a millionaire, on the way to be a billionaire. All I like is stripper poles and white hoes and they underwear.
Girl, you bad, girl, you bad, girl, you bad, girl, you need a spanking. Here come them bottles, tell me what you drinking. From the table to the car, from the car to the crib, cause tonight I need some entertainment. Girl, you bad, girl, you bad, entertainment. Girl, you bad, girl, you bad, entertainment. Girl, you bad, from the car to the crib, cause tonight I need some entertainment.
Man, live band, hair down my back. Everything I do is dope. You would think I was a demo. Big money, fast cars, it's all in my lap. So far ahead of the game, I might as well just lap. Milk the game, lactose, you can see my chain from the back row. Came in with my niggas, left out with some bad hoes. I got a black, a white, a Spanish, and a Chinese. Yeah, they call me 2 Chainz, my first chain is a Siamese. That's your favorite part, what you gon' do for it? Hey girl, she on the think she saw a unicorn. No horsing around, polo draws. She might say yes to me and no to y'all.
Girl, you bad, girl, you bad, girl, you bad, girl, you need a spanking. Here come them bottles, tell me what you drinking. From the table to the car, from the car to the crib, cause tonight I need some entertainment. Girl, you bad, girl, you bad, entertainment. Girl, you bad, girl, you bad, entertainment. Girl, you bad, from the car to the crib, cause tonight I need some entertainment.
She dancing dirty. She dancing dirty. She dancing dirty. She dancing dirty on the floor, cause she know what watching. Dirty on the floor, cause she know what watching.
She said her friends, they hide out. They poppin', like they poppin' five out. I'm with my niggas, we got though. So been that, but it's cash on the floor.
Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it. You take another shot, me and your girl gon' double team it. Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it.
She dancing dirty. She dancing dirty. She dancing dirty. She dancing dirty on the floor, cause she know what. Watch it. Dirty on the floor, cause she know what.
She said her friends, they mind up. They poppin' like they poppin' find up. I'm with my lips, we got up. So in that, but it's cash on the floor.
Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it. You take another shot, me and your girl gon' double team it. Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it. You take another shot, me and your girl gon' double team it. But please don't stop until you get it done. You make me wanna
I'm from the streets with a good swallow on me. Bullets will follow on me. There's so much coke that you could run the slalom. The cops comb to this shit top to bottom. They say that we are prone to violence, but it's home sweet home. With personalities clashing, chrome meets chrome. Coke prices up and down like it's Wall Street home. But this is worse than the Dow Jones. Your brains are now blown all over that brown brome. One slip, you are now gone. Welcome to hell where you are welcome to sell. But when them shells come, you better return them. All scars, we earn them. All cars, we learn them like the back of our hand. We watch for cops hopping out the back of van. Wear a G on my chest, I don't need that, but damn. This ain't a sewn outfit, Holmes is about it. Was clapping them flamers before I became famous. But playing me, y'all shall forever remain nameless. I am home. Sure I do. I tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get they ones, trying to get them M's. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. In just 5 years, 40 million more. You are now looking at the 40 million boy. I'm raping Def Jam till I'm the 100 million man. I will not lose ever. Turn my music high, 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 high,
Turn my music. Take the clothes off my back. When I met you, you'd steal the food right out my mouth. And I'd watch you eat it, I still don't know why. Why I love
Holy Grail.
Blue told me remind you. What's that y'all talking about? I'm the new. Caught up in all these lights and cameras. But look what that did to Hammer. God, I like it. Bright lights is enticing. Look what it did to Tyson. All that money in one night, 30 mil for one fight. As soon as all that money blows, all opinions take flight. Oh, the fame keep cheating on me. What I do, I took her back. Fool me twice, that's my bad. I can even blame her for that. Enough to make me want to murder. Mama, please just get my bail. I know nobody to blame. Kurt Cobain did it to myself.
And we all just entertainers. We're stupid and contagious. No, we all just entertainers. And baby, it's amazing I'm in this space with you. I just can't crack your code. One day you're screaming you love me loud. The next day you're so cold. One day you're here, one day you're there. One day you care, you're so unfair. Sipping from your cup till it runneth over. Holy
now
Grail.
I got tattoos on my body, psycho bitches in my lobby. I got haters in the paper, photo shoots with paparazzi. Can't even take my daughter for a walk. See him by the corner store. I feel like I'm calling it off. Enough is enough, I'm calling it off. Who the f I'm kidding though? I'm getting high, sitting low. Slide by that big body, curtains all in my window. This fame hurts, this chain works. I think back to that same person. If this is all you have to deal with, this ain't work, this light work. Camera snapping, my eyes hurt. Dying back where I was birthed. Up your iris and the IRS. Get the hell up your high horse. You got the shit to die for. Try yours. Why you mad? Take the good with the bad. Throw the baby out with that bad for it. You still alive. Still admitting. Good, you survive. Still getting bigger. Good, living a lot. Vanilla wafers in the villa. Illest looking alive. Michael Jackson's Thriller.
And baby, it's amazing I'm in this space with you. I just can't crack your code. One day you're screaming you love me loud. The next day you're so cold. One day you're here, one day you're there. One day you can't.
Yeah, welcome back to the Slam Show. That was the mix time with DJ D Sky's A Little Holy Grail from the brand new Jay-Z album. As we proceed on with the Slam Show, this is our special guest interview segment. And before we go into that, I have a little video of this young lady. Yeah, I'm pulling this out. Check. This was what? How many years ago?
Oh, probably like 5 or 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Things just got real.
Yeah, this is when you were interviewed by the
KCRA?
Yeah.
Or the new, yeah.
Prior to your trip to going to see the President of the United States.
Yeah.
Impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, this is recording artist Holly Stell in the house.
Hello.
Yeah, it's been quite a few years, and you are not that innocent young girl in that picture anymore, right?
I've definitely grown up a lot, I would say.
You still have the innocent connected. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for being able to make it out to the Slam Show this Monday evening. And let's go ahead and start fresh from the beginning. How did you begin your singing interests?
When I was 3 years old, my mom was cleaning the house, and she was trying to find something to keep me busy. So, you know, like most moms would turn on like Barney or like Blue's Clues. She was just flipping through the channels, and the Three Tenors came on, and I was like, no, turn it back. And so she's like, what? Like, why do you want to watch the Three Tenors? They're like old like men singing opera. And I was just fascinated by them, and so I began to sing opera a lot around the house, and then I would always watch Disney movies and kind of mimic the princess's voice. Like, I literally thought I was Sleeping Beauty. I would walk around my house with like a basket full of stuffed animals and like, you know, just dance around and sing.
Can you do a little Sleeping Beauty?
No.
You just snore.
But so I was just singing a lot, and then I sang at my church Christmas pageant when I was 9, and I sang "O Holy Night," and they kind of, my parents realized that I had a decent voice, and they put me in a talent show, and then I sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and kind of got with a little management group, and one thing led to another, and by the time I just turned 11, and I was asked to sing at Hilary Duff's birthday in Canada, and then I was singing there, and the guy that was playing the piano for me was a film composer, and he was working on music for a upcoming movie, and so he asked me if I would be like the young female vocal on it, and I had to fly to Berlin, Germany. Like,
oh, wow.
I got a week's notice, had to hurry up and get my passport, and so then I flew to Germany, and I had never sang with like an orchestra or anything before, and then I recorded the song in one take, and the executive producer of the film was at the studio session, and he was this Italian guy, and so while I was recording, I guess he was on the phone with Andrea Bocelli's people.
Wow.
And said that they wanted it to be a duet, and so it ended up being a duet with Andrea Bocelli, and so I got to perform with him and went on to record 2 albums. I got to record at Capitol Records, which was amazing and such a cool experience, so I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, so it's just really cool how things kind of happen, I guess.
What do your friends really think of the whole classical vibe that you're into? Do they kind of make fun of you? Do they support you? It's like, how did everything begin as far as that sort of connection?
Well, I mean, when I was younger, because I'm not doing the classical music anymore, but when I was younger, you know, my friends were younger too, and so they would just kind of like
think you were from outer space or something?
Yeah, they would like make fun of it and everything, but we were young, and then I think as I got older, they began to appreciate it more, and even though I'm not singing that style of music anymore, like I'm still very fortunate for the opportunities that I did have while doing it. So
yeah, it opened up a lot of doors.
It did, definitely, and you know, I got a lot of really cool experiences that I'll never forget, and if anything, like I'm just ready to take the next step. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And how did the whole president thing happen?
Well, I had sang for President Bush 2 times prior to actually being the featured soloist, but I sang for him for the National Christmas Tree Lighting.
Right.
And so to do that, I guess people just submit their like demos or whatever, and we, like my production team out of Canada at the time, submitted just a video of me singing, and it got selected.
Wow.
So yeah, then they flew me to DC, and like that, yeah, that's just how it happened. And
just
I was
that simple.
Featured. Yeah, it's crazy. But
and did you get to meet him and everything?
Oh yeah. After we got to go to dinner at the White House, and each person had like a set time that they were like escorted to this room where him and the First Lady were just taking pictures with everyone. I kind of felt bad because it's like, here you have like all of this like really nice pretty food, and then they're just like in this room, you know, just taking pictures with people for hours. But
right.
Yeah, it was cool though.
And as far as the Secret Service, was there like weird structure setups for it? Like, okay, now I see that.
It was so crazy. So before the show, we like the audience, there was like a couple thousand people. They were out there, and then all of the performers and stuff were in the back in these tents because it was freezing cold outside. So we had these heated tents, and as soon as the motorcade got like to the premises, we were all told that if we stepped outside of the tent, like we would be done. Like,
really?
Yeah, like there were Secret Servicemen outside of every single tent, and it was pretty insane, but it was like, exciting.
Yeah, like some Men in Black stuff. And
yep.
Oh man, some covert action.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I felt like I was in like a spy movie or something.
Well, it's definitely a major situation when you could have a guest on our show that has been in the presence of of royalty like the President of the United States. That is awesome. And as far as being able to go into this new transition of music, being able to do more mainstream stuff, kind of putting that opera stuff aside, you have the connections in place, everything is ready to move forward. Talk about that a little bit.
So the new style of music that I want to do, it's nothing too like mainstream pop. It's kind of more infused with like Florence and the Machine and Lana Del Rey with like a Rihanna vibe to it. So if anything, like I don't want it to be, like I said, like really mainstream. I want it to be more cinematic, but definitely like, you know, I think coming from the Bay Area where hip hop music is so prominent, and I'm so fortunate to, you know, like have grown up here and you know, have I feel like it's almost a privilege to listen to this music, like, and it's so awesome. So like I have these cinematic chord progressions with like beats that like are more hip hop, like, you know, like Rihanna infused. And so I was in LA. I actually just got back last night really late. And we were recording this music, and so it has a very different sound to it, and I'm really excited to, you know, see what people think of it as soon as we get it mixed and mastered. So
because I did hit you up and said, hey, can you email some music that we could premiere, and you're like, oh, it's not ready yet, I'm sorry. So I was like, okay, we'll just dance around that somehow.
I mean, I have one song that is kind of symbolic of the music that I want to do. It's called Blind. It's on YouTube. You just type in my name and then Blind by Holly Stell.
Okay.
So that is kind of like more of the direction that I want to go in. It's still, you know, pop, but it's not too, you know, like bubblegum at all.
It's not Disney.
No.
Not Dancing on the Clouds or anything.
No.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, to my co-hosts, have your questions for Holly in 1 second after what I'm going to ask her to do at this time. I want you to bust out a cappella opera real quick.
And oh my
gosh.
Okay.
Just do your magic.
Okay, so I guess I will sing Ave Maria. This is by Bach Gounod. I'm so okay.
I think I teared up a little bit.
It's like Step Brothers when they're in the movie. I can't even look at you right now.
Boats and notes.
Oh my goodness, I was like hypnotized for a second. Why'd you stop? I'm still like, because it takes you into this journey and you're captured into it. Never mind. All right.
That's a great song, though.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
I think Beyonce sang that too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
She did.
She did a good job of that one.
All right, let's go down the row from Benny Mac all the way to Stallion. Questions for Holly.
Well, you shouldn't have started with me.
I'll put you on the spot, brother.
Well, no, I mean, I don't mind being on the spot, but it's a conversation I heard Pete having with you in the green room during the
I like it, the green room. I love it.
So I'm totally stealing your thunder, probably, but you were telling a story about how you were singing the national anthem, and it didn't quite go so well.
Oh my gosh!
And it was a kind of a funny story. I thought maybe people would be interested in hearing that. Sorry, brother.
So there was this one time when I was singing the national anthem, and they kind of like hyped me up a little bit and like said some of the stuff that I had done, and I don't know what happened, but I forgot the words, like, and it was like bad, like it wasn't just like a slip up, like, you know, like it was very obvious that I forgot the words. And so I was singing and I just went straight to like, and the rocket's right there, and then I was like like just like did not remember like anything that I was supposed to say, and I was really young at the time. I think I might have been like 11. So I went backstage and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, Mom, I feel so bad. Like, I just forgot the words to the national anthem.
They didn't boo you, did they?
No, like, they were all really nice. It was for a pageant, so it was like a bunch of like moms and their daughters there. But no, yeah, thankfully they didn't, like, you know, they were nice about it. But then I had to go up and sing like 10 minutes later after I had been crying, and I wanted to redeem myself, so I did on that song, but I just felt so bad that I just
It's all good.
ruined the national anthem.
It's all good. You move forward. You're fine with us.
Yeah.
That's for
Go
sure.
back out there and do it.
Yeah, it never happened again. It was just a one-time thing.
Yeah, get it out the way, just like Colin Kaepernick. Mess up and move on.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, my question is, if you could open up for any artist on tour right now, who would it be?
Wow. If I could open up for anyone, I would definitely want to open for Florence and the Machine. I saw her live. She actually did a show with The Weeknd, which I thought was a really cool combination because
yeah.
he's more like R&B, but it went so good together. And those are two artists that I'm very influenced by. And so, yeah, I would definitely be Florence and the Machine. And, you know, I think it's one thing to have respect for an artist when you listen to their music, but it's on another level when you see them live and they're just as good.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say that Florence is just as good live as she is when you hear on their recordings, and I'd have so much respect for that. So, yeah, I would love to be involved with her in one of her shows somehow. I think that'd be dope.
No auto-tune here.
It's my turn?
No.
Oh, I'm just saying. I wasn't sure if she was done.
Yeah, we're going down the line, dude.
I know that, but I was just making sure she was done with her answer. Now, you said you're just done with the operatic music. I'm sorry. Operatic music. You're just all the way done with it?
I mean, I think it's definitely something that I'm passionate about, but when it comes to, like, you know, performing other types of music and really making longevity out of my career, I definitely want to do more creative and like vibe type of music, but I love classical. And, you know, when you listen to like film scores and everything, I guess you could consider that like classical because it has strings and like orchestral arrangements and whatnot, but I'm influenced by their chord progressions and like the epicness of it. But I mean, when it comes to like singing opera, I don't think it's something that I want to like pursue.
Yeah, you don't want to be on
anymore.
stage doing that, right? Doing the plays.
Yeah, I mean, maybe every once in a while, like, I'll just bust out with an opera song, but I want to, for now, like, I kind of want to focus on my new sound.
I'll just do a slam remix for you.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
Hard to get, part 2.
It's my turn? All right, so that lady's name I was trying to think of earlier, Nikki Yanofsky, that was it. Have you ever heard of her?
I haven't.
No?
Did she sing?
Yeah, she does classical pop.
Let's get onto the mic, people, so everyone can hear you.
Cool. I can't even hear myself, so I'm on the mic.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You can hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Has anybody ever said that, wow, you have the voice of an angel?
That they used to say that all the time. Yes. And like when I was younger, I'd be like, Mom, they keep on saying that. Like, why do they keep saying that? And I would like get like annoyed by it. But now, like looking back, I just think it's funny. And I mean, it's better to be said that you have the voice of an angel than like, you know.
It's in the movie.
The look of the devil or
something.
something.
Hangover 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of my friends, they're like, you have the mixture of Fergie and Jesus. They always say that.
Whoa.
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Really? Jesus Shuttlesworth?
That was that Step Brothers. Remember that?
Yeah, Step Brothers.
Yeah. Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Okay. So have you thought about trying out for those singing shows? Any of those? America's Got Talent, American Idol.
I mean,
X Factor.
I get asked that all the time, and honestly, like, I think
she's too good for it.
No.
So you already have a career.
X Factor's what, $5 million? I mean, hey.
I'm like the reason that I'm not doing classical music as much anymore is because I like to have that creative license, and that's kind of why I'm doing the music that I like. I like to really, you know, have control over writing my songs, and right now I feel like I'm in such a good place artistically, and I wouldn't want anything to
dilute
to dilute that right now. So I think for now, like, I'm not really focused on doing any of those shows. But I mean, later down the road, like maybe that would be something that would work for me. But right now, I'm just kind of focused on my own career and the producers that I've been working with. So
yeah, and that's your choice. And it's funny that Stallion brought that up because on one episode of America's Got Talent, there was this gentleman that had, you know how they build up the story before they actually have him perform. Well, his story was he was like his parents abandoned him and stuff like that, and this is his only break to kind of make it into a career, and he was going on drugs or something like that.
Yeah.
So he got up on stage, and he looked like an individual that was just gonna just destroy, just fail straight up. Then he sung in opera, and totally freaking won all the hosts and the audience over. They all stood up, started clapping. You're on your way to Vegas,
right?
So yeah, that's one angle where it can benefit you by going on.
Definitely.
And who knows? You said you might entertain that later on in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you'll definitely see Brett on one of those shows. My friend who came with me, he has a great voice, so looking out for him on American Idol and X Factor.
Does he have the voice of an angel?
He has the voice of 10 angels.
Whoa! Okay, we're gonna have to have him go on the mic off camera.
Yeah.
I gotta see this for myself.
1, 2, 3, go.
You can do it right now.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, but I think like, you know, with people on those shows, like it helps when you have something that sets you apart from other people. Like you can have a really great voice, but you also have to, you know, be marketable and have a good dynamic personality. And so I think, you know, that's also something that they're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta have the whole entire package.
Yeah, package deal.
Exactly.
For sure.
Well, Holly, we're going to go ahead and take a quick music break and be back with our 10-question Q&A for you.
Yay!
And see if you'll be able to have some fun with this. Once again, we have in studio recording artist Holly Stell from Vacaville, the one that has sung in front of President Bush. Incredible. We'll be right back here on The Slam Show. Stay tuned.
So many children dying and people crying. What's going wrong, wrong, wrong in this world?
It's fed.
Who can you trust when everyone around you lying? What's going wrong, wrong, wrong in this world?
Can't trust, seeing everybody snakes. Watch real closely. Moves that I make, I feel the need to shake. Sometimes I need a break. My mom's always told me watch out for the fakes. Getting guns by the cracks, spread through the hood. Wanna see evil done. Robbing for your goods, make sure it's understood where I'm going with this verse. My little cousin said his whole life cursed. Can it get any worse? That's what he be yelling. Find myself in the hood drug selling, cause my kids gotta eat. So real what I spit that I was going to the league. Didn't make it with my feet, now I'm turning to the streets. Same pimping and pandering. Niggas get out of line, yeah I'm reprimanding them. Following the footsteps of G's, never snapping them. Posted on the block, chopping it up with my mans and that.
Children dying and people crying. What's going wrong, wrong, wrong in this world? Who can you trust when everyone around you lying?
Niggas lying, y'all.
What's going wrong, wrong, wrong in this world?
What's going wrong? What's going wrong? Seen him hit the crack, seen him hit the meth, seen him smoke it all the way, right to their death. And prayed for it, so I'm blessed, but I still feel stressed. Some days really feel that I have nothing left. Feel I'm on my last breath, but I keep going. We can buy the world, but I'm not showing. A nigga so stressed out, got a nigga blowing. These bitches always lying, don't think we be knowing now. Matter of fact, I already did that. Gotta keep my home safe where my little kids at. Homies coming through with the cars and we slid that. Gotta keep some food in my belly where my ribs at. So where the crib at? Somewhere in the cut. And I don't trust these people, man, they gone nuts. Got a priest touching little boys on the bus, and little girls wanna grow up to be sluts. Yeah.
Crying and people crying. What's going wrong, wrong, wrong in this world?
What's going wrong, y'all? What's going wrong, y'all?
Who can you trust when everyone around you lying? What's going wrong, wrong, wrong in this world?
Can't trust us all. It's a crazy world we living in. People lying, people dying. Got mothers strung out on drugs. Daddy's gone, locked away. No father figure for the kids. I done seen it all, man. Been through it all. The pain don't stop. God's kids being abducted, coming up missing. Child molesters, rapists, PC'd in the prison. Family members dying, but we gotta keep living. I'm the backbone of the family, so I keep giving. While some be stealing, can't knock what they do. You've had a need a fool sign in the streets. What would you do? Would you let them things ring out? Let bullets flame out? Live on Skid Row? Rather have them things out. Blow your damn brains out. Give me what you got. It's the root to all evil. And people getting shot. Never asked to be born, so I'm cursing that pops. It's a crazy world we living in, and shit don't stop. Everybody trying to get it, wanna be on top. It's a murder fest around to keep the streets on lock. Keep them heats on cop. You know we gon' pop. Niggas so grimy, selling moms, teens, and rocks.
Children dying and people crying.
Yeah.
What's going wrong in this world?
What's going wrong, y'all? What's going wrong?
Can you trust when everyone around you lying?
We ain't here.
What's going wrong
Part of this shit.
in this world?
Versatile.
Yeah, that's brand new music by Fetty, my boy out of Vegas. What's wrong? Debuting here on the Slam Show. We are back with recording artist Holly Stell, and we are going to have our game show special called the Q&A. 10 questions we're going to ask you. So
can't get them wrong.
Yeah. Obviously. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, I'll kick it off.
All right.
Number 1, what's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right now. I liked the song that you played on there, The Holy Grail.
By Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake?
I really like that. And then I like Mirrors too by Justin Timberlake. Love it.
So anything Justin Timberlake?
I think Justin Timberlake is a genius. So yeah.
How about Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber's good too.
Okay.
He's really cute.
Oh.
Love Biebs.
Oh yeah, the Biebs. Cool.
All right. What is the weirdest pickup line a guy has used on you?
Do you like fireworks? And they'll like put their arm around you. Me and my friends always joke about that. Or like, would you like if you were a pirate, would you like your parrot on this shoulder or this shoulder?
What?
Yeah.
I like that one actually.
Yeah.
That was good.
So much game. So much game.
You gotta give a third one. Do you have a third one?
Fireworks, I like that one.
Do you know why God put spaces in between your fingers so I could feel them?
What the hell, man?
Guys,
Benny.
are you guys taking notes?
Benny,
hey guys,
these are new to us.
He was using someone
I
earlier
was
than God.
I was not that smart.
Oh, brother. That's cool. All right, number 3. Favorite store to shop?
I like getting my stuff online. You guys know Karmaloop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Karma?
I like Karmaloop and Nasty Gal. It's a really, really good clothing site.
Nasty Gal?
Nasty Gal and MissKL.com.
Okay.
They're like the girl version of Karmaloop, and they have a lot of really cool pieces.
So mainly online you're focused on, not going to Ross or anything like that?
I've been in, recently, I just am always online shopping. Because it just
it makes sense.
Well, I love going to Forever 21, but it's like, you probably know this, it's so overwhelming, going inside there, because they have a lot of cute stuff, but you're like, what do I do?
Exactly. If you only have 10 minutes, consider it done.
It's done.
Yeah.
You need, it's when I go to Forever 21, I'll know one thing that I need, and I'll just find that and just zone in on that, because if I don't have a specific thing, I will be in there for hours, and it's just not good. And that's why I like shopping online, because you're like, okay, I want shorts. What kind of shorts? I want high-waisted shorts. And then you'll click on the high-waisted shorts, and you're like, I want black high-waisted shorts. And so everything's just really specific, and then you can just buy it and check out, and it's on your doorstep in a week, and it's great.
Free shipping, can't beat that.
Yeah,
and you can shop at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
I know, it never closes. So yeah, online is the way to go.
Smart girl.
Cool. What movies can you watch over and over again?
Well, as everyone probably knows now, I like Step Brothers. I'm obsessed with the Harry Potter movies. I could probably watch those all day.
Really?
Yep. And
I've never seen one full length. I always fall asleep.
They're great. They're just so awesome.
Brett's laughing over here. Honestly, I would love to, but is it important to read the novel before watching the movie? What's the deal?
I mean, anyone who has read the book would say, like, yeah, read the book. But I mean, I'll be honest, like, I haven't read any Harry Potter books, and I still enjoy them. You know, I read all the Twilight books, and, you know, I like Twilight. Like, I'm totally Team Edward and Team Jacob's abs. Like, yeah, I mean, I read the Twilight books, and so I found that when I watched the movies, I'm like, they didn't put that in there. Like, that's supposed to be there. And so it kind of, like, distracts me. Yeah. But I'd say, like, Harry Potter is, like, my #1, like, movie saga for sure.
No Lord of the Rings or anything like that, right?
I think the music's really good in Lord of the Rings, but I haven't sat down and, like, watched one all the way through. I probably should, because I have a feeling like they're really good.
It's a
movies,
great
obviously.
movie.
Yeah.
If you love Harry Potter, you'll definitely love.
Yeah, like that whole fantasy. I'm really into that. And then I like scary movies. Has anyone seen Insidious? It's really good.
No, I haven't. So are you into like suspense, scary movies, or real gore horror?
I don't like gore. Like, I can't even, like, look at needles.
Yeah,
so
torture scenes or anything like that.
No, like, I've never seen any of the Saw movies. Don't want to. But I really like vampire movies. I don't know if it's because I read Twilight and, like, I got, like, into that.
So you like Blade and stuff?
I've never seen Blade. But
Blade's the best.
Interview with the Vampire. That was good.
Yes, that is. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite movies. For sure.
And that's like way worse.
Great movie. Great movie.
Cool, cool. All right. Number 5. What's your idea of a hot romantic date?
Let's see.
Harry Potter marathon.
I don't know why I looked at Brett when I said that. I don't like this.
Honestly, like, I mean, I love going out. Like, I think that's fun to, like, get dressed up and, you know, go out with your friends and stuff. But if anything, like, I'm just kind of a home person. I like being at home, so maybe just, like, dinner at Buca de Beppo, 'cause like, that's my place. And then just going home and watching a movie, and, you know, a Harry Potter movie, or else it's done. And yeah.
That's
like,
it. Real simple.
Real simple. I'm a simple kind of person, so yeah.
Cool. So when you go out, do you have a favorite drink at all?
I'm not 21, so I like
you can
Capri
like iced tea.
Capri Suns is the way to go for
There
me
you
right
go.
now.
Do they serve that at restaurants?
No.
Little straw and everything?
Yeah, they do. It's really cool.
That's
yeah,
yours.
virgin pina coladas, anyone?
Yeah.
Just because you're not 21 doesn't mean you don't have a favorite drink.
I mean, I like.
You go to Buca, do you have wine? Did they even ask you?
No. I mean, I turned 21 in another month, so it's like, you know, I'm just gonna wait it out. Like,
that's very noble of you.
It's whatever.
Then it's all trouble.
No fake IDs here.
No.
That's cool. Number 7. What's the weirdest phobia you have?
Spiders. I truly despise them. Like, me and my mom have this thing, like, we think that spiders, like, follow us. Like, it's no, I mean, obviously we're kidding, but, like, you know, I'll, like, go. I remember this one time, it was my senior year of high school, and I was, like, half asleep, and, like, I get in my car, and I would take my younger brother to school, and he was in the passenger seat, and I, like, go to, you know, like, turn on my car and stuff, and I'm backing out of the driveway, and there is this huge spider, like, on my steering wheel, and I'm like, oh my god, and I, like, freak out and, like, run out of the car, and my brother's like, Holly, like, the car's still going. What are you doing? Like, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, Tanner, get the spider, and so he, like, kills the spider, and, like, yeah, it's just all bad. Like, I don't like them at all.
And it was probably like a quarter of an inch big, right?
No, it was really big, and I'm not.
What was really big, like this or like this?
It was probably like this big.
Oh, that.
Like, that's a pretty big size.
Yeah, that's pretty.
spider.
Yeah.
On the steering wheel.
Yeah. So after I saw that, I woke up really quick, and that was like my coffee for the morning.
You should have got big. You might have turned into freaking Spider Woman.
Spider Woman. Yeah.
All chicks freak out on spiders.
For sure.
They do.
But not snakes.
Yeah,
spiders are
I'm not
cool.
too bad with snakes, but spiders just freak me out. Like, it can be like really small, and I like won't even want to be near it.
That's a phobia for you.
Yeah.
All right. Besides the dudes off of Twilight, who's your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush. Oh man. All right. I think.
And Harry Potter, can't say that name either.
I think Justin Bieber's really hot. I just love.
Benny Mac's like, yep.
No, like I think he is, and like I think it's one thing for like a guy to like look good when they're talented, and like, you know, Justin Bieber has like a really big heart and like helps people and stuff. So
and likes to drive 200 miles an hour in his Ferrari.
Yeah.
Smoke weed.
Destroy the whole neighborhood.
I just had a conversation with my daughter who's 7, telling her about how bad he is.
No, I love Justin Bieber. I'll
There
admit
you have
it.
it. The women don't care about his badness.
It's better, right?
So Justin only? Bieber? Anyone else?
Justin Bieber. I think Justin Timberlake is fine. And he's very talented and has a great voice.
How about The Rock?
No, not my type, really.
Sam's type.
I think Liam Hemsworth is really
Okay, I see where this is
good
going.
looking. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Benny Mac, you have a chance now.
I guess it's any guy who can wear a small
Saying I've got
size
a
shirt, then they got a chance.
It's a rough one.
That's cool. All right, number 9. Do you believe in ghosts
I do believe in ghosts. I watch
and
like,
UFOs?
and UFOs.
Bigfoot?
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So, okay, I'm like all about like Bigfoot, UFOs, like you name it. Like I watch Monster Quest. I watch Finding Bigfoot on Animal Planet, UFO Hunters. Like I will watch all those Discovery Channel documentaries.
Just put it on loop and just soak it in.
I sound like a nerd right now. I know I do, but like I totally like firmly believe that they're all real. Like you know, like they just are. And I think it's probably because I like watch all that stuff and like get caught up in it. But I don't know. We were actually gonna take my dad Bigfoot hunting for his birthday.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. So look out for that.
Go over to Mount Shasta.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There you go.
I actually like all the shows you mentioned except Monsters Quest. I have a real problem with Monsters Quest.
Yeah,
it's inconclusive.
Those shows are inconclusive.
Yeah, I know what
Finding
you
Bigfoot's
mean.
inconclusive.
Because
Monster
it's
Quest.
like they're like, oh my gosh, like we found like this crazy
Strand.
animal. It's like a noise, and then you turn it, like the commercial comes back on,
And it's
like,
inconclusive.
Yeah, it's like a
F
bat or
you.
something. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right. Besides singing, what other talents do you have? Can you rap?
No, you don't want me to rap. Like my friends, like a lot of my friends they make beats and stuff, and they're like, Holly, get on a track, and I'm like, nope, you don't want that. I remember one time, like my sophomore year of high school, I don't know what I was thinking, but like I was in geometry class and I was writing a rap, and because this kid next to me, like, you know, thought he could rap, and I'm like, hey Bryce, like, listen to the rap I just wrote. And I did it for him, and he just like looked at me like with this blank face, and he's like, Holly, like, no. And I'm like, all right, so no, I don't rap, that's not one of my talents. But I really like to snowboard. I enjoy doing that, like with my family. We have been like going up to Tahoe since I was 14, so that's really fun. I'm really good at giving foot massages. So, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's eyebrows just twitched.
Sage is like, what?
That was like way out of left field.
Yeah, I will admit that.
You said you give
foot massages.
Where did that come from? Like,
that is
when
such
you were-
a
when you were a
crazy.
kid, did you like give foot massages for money?
No, I would
'Cause
miss.
it's funny because that's what my daughter does right now. She like, I'll give you a foot massage for $1.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
It's funny.
I like playing the piano too.
Okay.
I'm really like into doing that and foot massages.
Wow.
At the same time.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Do we have a bonus question for Miss Stell? Anyone?
Are those glasses prescription, or are you just?
Nope.
Are you
He
just going
was-
on around? Or did you go ahead and steal it from Harry Potter?
I stole them from Harry Potter,
Okay.
actually. But no, they're not prescription. I was telling him at the beginning of the show, he asked me that. I'm like, no, I just wear them in my eye makeup looks bad.
Okay, I have a bonus question.
Yeah?
Earlier you said you shop at this a place called Nasty Girl.
Nasty Gal, yeah.
Gal.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what are you buying from this Nasty Gal place?
Nasty Gal? Well, it's not what it sounds like.
Oh.
Like, at all. Like, they're actually kind of, like, they have, like, urban clothes, like, similar to Karmaloop, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But they're, like, the girl version. They have a lot of really cool, like, vintage items. It's really cool, actually, to look through, like, all of their different lookbooks and everything and get inspired by that. But, yeah, I'll just buy, like, high-waisted shorts, tank tops, the usual stuff that girls like to buy.
Yeah, that's a good question, Pete, because that name kind of insinuates a lot of, like, okay,
No,
what?
no. I'll, like, tell people that. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, my friend Courtney actually was the one that introduced me to it. And she was like, oh, have you been on Nasty Gal? I'm like, Courtney, like, no, I haven't. She's like, no, it's like a clothing site. I'm like, oh. And so every time I've, like, said that to people, they're like, what?
Is
like,
it an adult site?
That's
That was my
like
first
really
thought.
bad. Like, why would you ask me that? I'm like,
Sounds
no.
like some lingerie type.
No.
It sounds like it's a lot worse than lingerie.
No, it's not that at all.
Janet Jackson's like, damn it.
No, it's a great clothing site.
That's cool.
Because of her song, Nasty Girl.
Well, Holly, thank you very much for being a great sport on the Vaunted Q&A. Did a great job.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick music break and be back with our shouts and plugs to close out this episode. Everyone hang tight here on The Slam Show.
Tequila, vodka, and yak. I'm so ripped that they can't sew me back. Give me some salt and the lime and some Don Julio. And watch me go ham, prosciutto. Welcome to the shindig, the function to throw. It's a line around the corner and it's smacking in this hoe. Club packed like a Brown and Brothers hair show. Hope they don't call a fire marshal. Let me in the side door, let me in through the back. I'm a boss. I ain't taking off my hat, I smell like a zipper urban. I've been smoking since I woke up. Full of that poa, my eyes the color of my cup. All eyes on us, we go the hardest. Hella batches and bottle service sparklers. I'm high as a hippie, I'm styled. Patron to the lights, come on. Come on, let's drink. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. Let's drink. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. Let's drink. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. Let's drink. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. I hate being sober. I hate being sober. Ripped, bliss. I'm finna go in. Party like Memorial Day weekend. Get hella toe up. Drunk. Today my birthday, so I'ma party all month. They call me Motor Mouth, not Murder Mouth. Talk a landlord out her house. Famous for my wordplay. Sell water to a drought. Chipped up like Frito-Lay. Clientele and clap. Payday, it's payday. Without a doubt about it. I got my team in here. It's hella bad in here. Thicker than the Three Musketeer. Partner this our year. Booch. Block boy. Look at me. Hella God. Like Mr. T. With the after hours out. With the after party. Let's turn the parking lot to a blunt party. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. Let's drink. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. Let's drink. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. Let's drink. Like we ain't gotta work, come on. I hate being sober. I hate being sober. Ripped, bliss, hammered,
Yeah, that's brand new E40. This is Pistol's theme song, Ripped, featuring Lil Jon here on the Slam Show.
Actually, I kind of like this song because he said, "Let's go ham prosciutto."
It's pretty dope. It's pretty damn dope. All right. This is what we call the shouts and plugs to close out the program. So without further ado, Karma, take it away.
Well, there's too many damn people in the room to actually like point you all out. So thank you everybody for coming in tonight. Thank you everybody in the chat room for creeping, watching, and interacting with us. You guys have a great night.
Cool.
Biggest shout out to Holly. Thank you, sweetie, for gracing us with your beautiful voice. It was amazing. Definitely going to YouTube you all night and listen to you. And, of course, to everyone here in the studio, Benny Mac, Pistol Pete, my crew, Slam and Sam, DJ Stallion, and Karma. And, of course, our in-studio guests, Carla and
Brett.
I knew your name, but I forgot. So, Brett, shout out to you. And to all of our listeners out there, and of course to our sponsors and affiliates. If you want a complete list, just go to tvepn.com. And also big shout out to Tim of LTD Productions. He has an upcoming fight on July 21st. Search LTD on Facebook, like it, and you can get more information about his upcoming event.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, all right. Our special guest, Holly, thanks for coming out. You got to sing a little bit longer next time. That was dope, though. You got to sing longer. You got to do a different verse.
All right.
Of course, our crew, Slam and Sam, Lady Sage, Karma, DJ Pete Fonseca, our guest host, Benny Mac, what up? And the kids in the corner over here. We're going to wait for this dude, Brett, to sing a song. What are you going to sing? Some, Miguel? Okay, cool. And our sponsors, Davino's, Anna and Dave and Aldo, thanks for the hookup tonight. Bug Assault, Lorenzo and Cleo, they're out in there in China doing their thing, getting some more guns for us and our crew. DJ Henry Customs, thanks for the hookup on the turntables, man. This guy is dope, you guys. If you're a DJ or want to be a DJ and you want some 1200s or you have them and you want them whipped and customized, call this dude, DJ Henry. It's HENRAY, customs.com. He will hook you up fatness. I'm telling you, anything you want, any superhero or Star Wars or anything like that, this dude is dope. So check him out. Drinkware, Kinders, Little J's, what up? BPM Supreme, Natural Life Foods, what up? Alex Perfect Tan, Niner Empire, waiting for our rings. Online, Elisa's listening, our parents, my parents, everyone's parents are listening.
Right on. Pistol.
Special shout out to our special guests and the Slam Show crew. It's good to be here with you guys. Drinkware Clothing and Tavino's Pizza, that was great. And special shout out to my kids who are sleeping right now probably, but I love you guys.
All right. Benny Mac, your turn.
Slam, thanks, brother, for letting me come hang out with you. Had a good time. Holly, nice to meet you. Good luck with everything you're working on.
Thank you.
Haven't been out in Pittsburgh in a while, so all my Pittsburgh people, hey, San Rafael, San Francisco, Lighthouse Bar and Grill, Phoenix Supper Club. I don't know. I'm out. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Cool. All right. Holly, take it away.
Just thank you to everyone who tuned in. You're all really cool for listening. Thank you. Everyone here, thank you for all of your great questions, and it was awesome getting to see and work with you tonight. And for you, thank you for having me on the show. Shout out to Brett for being here and accompanying me on the ride from Vacaville, and to my brother Tanner and his friends Austin and Kevin and Richard. Shout out to you guys, and shout out to my friend Courtney, who's in LA right now, and just to all the new artists who are just really trying to make it in this industry and who are staying on their grind. Shout out to you guys, and good luck with everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what are the social media sites and names, tags that they could follow you at?
On my Twitter, it's just at Holly Stell, and then Instagram, same thing, just at Holly Stell. My Facebook, same thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Real simple.
Simple.
There you go. All right, I'll go ahead and close out the shouts and plugs. I'd like to thank my entire crew, Lady Sage, Karma, Stallion, and our guest co-host in the house, Pete Fonseca, and Benny Mac, making his return after how many years? 3?
Two.
2
and a half.
It was 3.
She's been keeping track.
She might have been.
And to Miss Benny Mac here on the side and Brett in the house. Thank you, guys, for being able to be our audience. Appreciate that very much. And obviously our special guest, Holly. You are the best, being able to bust out the opera rendition that you normally don't do, but you did for us. And that is very, very cool of you.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank all of the TVEPN insiders, as well as this week's Mix Time DJ, D Skies. Thank you for putting together a dope mix. All the sponsors and affiliates. Special shouts going out to everyone in the chat room and people that aren't in the chat room that are just creeping along and watching the show, being anonymous. Keep on creeping. Keep on watching every Monday. And be sure to like our fan page on Facebook, The Slam Show at TVEPN, and have a chance to be able to be part of our free giveaway, which we are doing right now. And we're going to have our special guest pull out this week's winner. So, Holly, go ahead and shake this up. And matter of fact, give the bowl to Benny Mac. Have him shake it. You pull out this week's winner.
Okay. Let's do this.
Let's put him to work.
There we go.
There, shake it up.
Go get it.
Okay.
And go ahead and read it off. I'll take that.
All right.
No, that one.
Do I read the bottom?
No. The writing. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. We have like cryptic stuff on there too.
Okay, it's Paulita Maldonado.
Paulito Maldonado, congratulations!
Yay.
You are this week's winner. You will get a gift bag filled with stuff, and we'll also hook you up when Holly Stell has her new track come out.
Definitely.
And do you have any timetable for that at all?
I will be getting the masters hopefully on Friday, so we'll see what happens from there, but it shouldn't be too long, so everyone stay tuned for that.
Yeah, you're going to have to send it to me ASAP so we could debut it next Monday.
I have a question. What about her classical stuff? Is that on CD?
It should be on iTunes, and then it's like all over YouTube and stuff. So.
Awesome. I'm going to look that up.
For sure.
You're going to start going into classical?
I have a lot of good classical. I do weddings, so, these ceremonies, I'm always playing stuff like Ave Maria,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, why you get so serious on me, man? I'm just like freaking...
Saying Ave Maria, I mean, my best Ave Maria is Beyonce. That was
right. So you're just going to like toss all the Beyonce and put Holly Stell as your primary collection?
I might do that.
Yeah, your whole folder, Holly Stell.
Yeah, I might do that.
And when you get that, share the folder with me. Thank you. To us. That's for damn sure. But yeah, it's an honor to have you over here. And we're going to have you come back again, and we're going to break down a little bit more of the whole presidential thing, because I know there's more to it than what you're saying.
Yeah, let's do it. It's
hey,
been
Mr.
awesome.
President, what's that song?
Oh, the one that Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, there was a little darkness connected with that, because there was sort of an affair going on,
right.
I heard. Yeah, so, right on. All right, everyone. That concludes this episode of The Slam Show. For myself and everyone here, let the rhythm take you. See you next week. Peace.
Obey your thirst, fashion lines. Between beauty and beast, I walk the line. Johnny Cash, I'm a real G. I cut myself today to see if I still bleed. Success is so sublime. Gotta do that time to time so I don't lose my mind. Something about the struggle so divine. So the love is hard to define. When you're scratching for every nickel and dime. Got me itching to do this shit for my mind. Do this shit for my town. Leave the door open, hoping they kick it down. Purest form of giving is anonymous to anonymous. We gon' make it there.